In the city's shadows, where every corner holds its secrets, a story of forbidden passion unfolds. A stepmother finds herself entangled in a complex and perilous romance with her stepson. The moment the spark of attraction ignites a flame, blurring the lines of what's permissible, they face a choice that will forever alter their destinies. Will they have the courage to confront the consequences of this impossible love? At the heart of this story is Elena, a woman whose life took an entirely unexpected turn. Becoming the stepmother of 19-year-old Lucas, she suddenly discovered her heart captivated by feelings she never knew existed. This is a tale of how forbidden love blossoms amidst shadows and taboos, and how a single moment can turn everything upside down. When Elena married Lucas's father, she believed she was starting a new chapter in her life. Her chosen partner was full of kindness and attention, and his words made her heart flutter. However, upon entering her new family, she sensed something more than mere familial ties forming between her and Lucas, a connection that caught her off guard. From the moment he first appeared in the room, his expressive eyes and shy smile left an indelible impression on her. Lucas was an attractive young man with an innocent charm, yet in his gaze, there was a depth, as if he had comprehended all the world's mysteries. The first few months passed with Elena attempting to integrate into the family and become the ideal stepmother. But over time, she realized that her feelings for Lucas transcended mere friendship. A palpable tension hung in the air, making her heart beat faster whenever he was near. Their glances fleetingly met, and each of his smiles made her feel dizzy. One day, as Elena was arranging books in the study, Lucas entered. Sunlight streaming through the leaves outside the window gently illuminated his face, making him even more captivating. He offered his help, and the moment their eyes met, a shiver ran down her spine. "Can I help you?" he asked in a quiet, soft voice. "Of course, that would be wonderful," she replied, trying to maintain her composure. But as he drew closer, the tension between them intensified. She felt energy pulsating in the air, and her gaze drowned in his eyes. Moments stretched, and their fingers brushed lightly as Lucas reached for a book on the top shelf. That fleeting touch was like an electric current, and Elena knew something had shifted. From that moment on, their relationship began to change. Minor interactions became imbued with hidden meaning. Lucas's gaze held a new curiosity and a mysterious depth that both thrilled and frightened her. Elena was in turmoil, torn between her sense of duty and the desires of her heart. The night that changed everything was a summer night, when the air felt particularly stifling. Lucas's father was not home, leaving Elena alone. Suddenly, she heard a soft knock at her bedroom door, and her heart pounded. It was Lucas. He looked agitated, his eyes gleaming in the soft glow of the nightlight. "Hi, are you busy?" he asked with a hint of hesitation in his voice, which made her want to embrace him. "No, come in," she replied, trying to conceal the excitement that overwhelmed her. The door closed behind him, and the atmosphere in the room became highly charged. Lucas sat on the edge of her bed, and silence hung in the air, broken only by the sound of their breathing. What should have been an innocent conversation quickly escalated into something far more intense. Elena's heart pounded, and she felt a sense of truly being alive. "Can I tell you something?" Lucas began, almost whispering. "Of course," she answered, feeling her heart about to burst from her chest. I can't stop thinking about you. There's something between us, and I feel we need to talk about it." He was so close, and his sincerity made her melt. Elena knew this conversation could be dangerous, but she couldn't deny that he was constantly on her mind too. "I feel the same way, Lucas," she confessed, her voice trembling. "But it's all so complicated." "I know, but I can't help myself." "You're incredible, Elena, and I think we both know it." In that moment, a battle raged within Elena between reason and emotion. She desperately wanted to throw herself into his arms and forget everything else, but reality relentlessly reminded her of itself. "But what about your father? And what will this mean for us?" she asked, feeling fear clutch at her heart. "I don't know, but I want to find out," Lucas replied with such determination in his gaze that Elena felt as if they were the only two people in the world. And then, without hesitation, she made a decision. She moved closer to him, her heart skipping a beat, and gently touched his face. Lucas didn't pull away, instead, he leaned in closer, and their lips met in a soft, hesitant kiss that quickly deepened into something more. It was as if all the barriers that had separated them instantly dissolved. The kiss grew more passionate, drawing her into a whirlwind of emotions. Every touch, every brush